not Saturday.
It is not Saturday at the shop. It is Tuesday night, Cigar Talk Live. We are coming to you live tonight from Industrial Cigar Company in Frisco, Texas. I am Pops, and of course we are joined this week with Adrian from Cigars&Guns, and our special guest, the mayor, the man himself, Mr. Tyrone Demery.
Where my dogs at?
That's it. Mark it out for the dogs.
Yes, sir.
We are excited. We are Brandonless this evening. Brandon is in Mexico right now and has to take care of a little medical procedure with his daughter. So prayers for Leah tomorrow. She's got a little procedure that she's got going on tomorrow. Shouldn't be a big deal. And they get to go down there and do it and spend time with Grandma and have a good time.
That's what
awesome.
Awesome. A little mini vacation / getting together with family and getting a procedure done.
Yeah. So he's down in Guadalajara, so hopefully he's coming in. Juan Mendoza's coming in from Gold Leaf Cigar Club down in San Antonio, Texas. Welcome, Wayne Ferguson, Bill, Josh, Frank. Hopefully Frank is taking care of that demon dog that Brandon has.
Oh, man.
He's taking care of Havana, or Havana's taking care of him.
Yeah.
One of the two things are happening. At Cigar Talk Live, usually we talk a little bit about cigars, so we'll talk just for a minute. I guess we could give it at least a minute to talk about cigars.
Of course.
Ty, what are you going to be smoking tonight?
I think I have a Crux right here.
You have a Crux Epicure Maduro?
Yes, sir.
One of the most consistent cigars in the world.
It's my go-to.
Crux cigars are constantly consistent. We sell about 1,000 Crux cigars a month, and I cannot remember a time when somebody brought one up and said, it's just not drawing. It's not working for me.
I've never heard that.
It just always works. Abe, what do you got?
I got the Platinum cigar by Nova.
Nova, yeah.
Oh,
that's
a good
a
one.
Dominican cigar. It's a cigar that was part of our testing process, and they do a pretty nice job.
Yeah, that label's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's a beautiful cigar, and hopefully you enjoy that. I'm actually smoking a brand new cigar to the humidor, a cigar that we were the only ones in the world to have it since last November, the Patoro Terra Blanche.
Oh, that's good.
Absolutely, it was my favorite cigar of 2021. Incredible cigar. It came in two sizes. It just shipped this week.
Nice.
In the Robusto, so I'm really excited about this because this is
You didn't have it before, right?
This is brand new. Right. They just showed it 2 weeks ago at the show, and they are in the house. What's everybody out there smoking? What are you drinking? Hopefully you're doing a little bit of both.
Pour a drink, sit back, relax, chime in on the questions that we'll be asking a little bit later. Ty's probably heard it before.
Probably knows, but
auxiliary questions we probably have.
Yeah, we can come up with some stuff for sure.
Yeah,
of course.
That's the judgment zone stuff. Mm-hmm. Ty, what's been going on in your world?
Man, this was that win I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Sierra wins or whatever that stuff is coming down here. Man, I've been put down, baby.
It is.
I'm put down.
Begley's niece and her husband flew in from Chicago today and said that as they were flying into Dallas, it was just a cloud of dust.
Oh, man.
And I've been sneezing like crazy when I go outside. It is.
I guess I haven't noticed it. You brought it up, and I guess I really hadn't noticed it. But definitely need to keep an eye on that for sure.
Yes, sir.
But usually it's coughing. You know what? Caffeine has a cough. I wonder that's.
I bet you
That's where it's coming
it.
from. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
We got Tyron Smith coming in. I'm assuming it's the left tackle for the Dallas Cowboys. So
how about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys, Tyron? Maybe get back to practice a little bit. Hopefully we got you around. Rob is in the house. Good to have everybody here this evening. It's a Tuesday night. It's just a beautiful night in the neighborhood. What are you guys drinking tonight? I'm drinking some of the best water that Costco makes.
Costco
all
water.
you can carry for $2.
You drink that Mexican water.
You guys got a little Mexican water?
Tequila.
How do you pronounce that?
Oh. Herradura.
There you go.
Herradura.
That's the East Texas.
I'm telling you, man.
Herradura.
I think some of the names of these spirits, as I order stuff for the shop,
Yeah.
Clearly, guys were sitting around and had a lot of their product to drink before they came up with the name.
What are you going to call this? Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure somebody said something, but that's the way they wrote it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was more of a slur.
I like it.
Slur-a-dura.
Yes.
And what do you got going on over here?
Yeah. Corazón añejo.
Oh, damn, that was sexy.
That was.
It means heart in Spanish.
Nice.
Corazón. So, yeah, it's good. Nice and smooth.
Yeah.
It's like the Herda
Oh, yeah.
Ultra añejo, which is aged a little bit longer. And it's is it a Cristalino?
Yes.
Like clear?
Yes.
Look at you guys.
Man, we're fancy.
Tequila experts.
We're fancy.
So a lot of people are coming in. Zach Patterson's coming in. Chris is coming in. Somebody let Larry Adams go on a search for Larry Adams. He is not in right now.
Wow, man. He
So-
must be at Walmart.
He must be. I think he got promoted to greeter at Walmart.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's coming in. Chris, Zach, everybody, good to have you guys in. Chris is talking about how he drank a whole bottle of Herradura.
I'm going to call bullshit.
Oh, you're
Whole
kidding?
bottle?
Yes.
He said on his 21st birthday.
Yeah.
Have not had it since.
Oh.
Yeah. So now we know what happened to him.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's probably 60 now. He's like, I'm never walking past that shit in the store again. Ever. Julie is in. Julie, where's your husband? We have not seen him come in, but welcome. It is Tuesday night. We're just going to have a good time. The reason we have this Cigar Talk Live is real simple. We're just going to allow you guys to eavesdrop a little bit on what is a normal night at the shop. We're going to sit around. We're going to smoke something. We're going to drink something. We're going to talk about something. And we're going to see where this conversation flows. We are encouraging you, since we don't have Brandon and his interviewing wit,
Right.
to come in and ask some questions. If they are cigar related, guess what? We'll answer those.
Yeah.
But if they are life in general, if there's any particular things we want to throw out there as a group, Brian McGee, how you doing, brother? If there's anything that you guys want to talk about, we are actually watching a classic movie.
Yes.
We Tuesday nights here at the shop, we do movie night, and it is the original Total Recall.
Sharon Stone.
And I'm telling you what, after some of the initial scenes, I see why Arnold Schwarzenegger won an Oscar for his role in this show. It is riveting. I don't think anybody understands a word he said, but
Not
that's
at
the way
all.
it goes.
No.
But Sharon's a badass.
When was this movie made?
God,
Have
you
any
know what?
idea?
I'm guessing based on the technology, maybe late 80s? Maybe you guys can go do a quick look. When was the original Total Recall?
Yes. With Sharon Stone.
That was before. I think Sharon stayed relatively clothed in this show,
Man.
but she is.
Bummer.
She's known for some other adventures.
Yes. Yes, she is.
That's for sure.
Yes.
I have some.
I think she's a cigar smoker too.
I think she. You know what? I think she is. I think
Yeah.
she's been on the cover of Cigar Aficionado, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, Arnold is a huge cigar smoker.
Yes.
So we like that.
I like the big hair.
We got a question coming in from
Awesome.
Busy Reflex on Instagram. Ty, you know what? We're already coming into the big question. So
Uh-oh.
I mean, I don't mind asking one of the big questions already.
Let's do it.
Yeah, he's asking. Busy Reflex is asking.
Fat meat greasy.
Do you believe in Bigfoot?
He jumped right into the judgment zone.
Well,
Well, we're going to save that for the judgment zone.
Yeah, say that.
We're going to save that one for the
Stay
judgment
tuned.
zone.
We got multiple questions for sure, and that's one of them. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll ask it for sure.
We will ask
Gotcha.
that for sure. Brian McGee is following all the F1 craziness right now. How about it? We have a new F1 fan, a guy that was joking with us and kept referring
Red Bull,
to it,
baby.
kept referring to it as M1.
It's still M1 to me.
It's still M1 to
Yeah.
you. We actually had shirts made with M1
So
on
you're
it.
your shirt Sunday.
What's too tight?
Hey, but you
He
got
got
to show off your
Oh, my pecs?
Yeah.
Oh,
shoulders. Yeah.
Well,
Your Packers.
So Busy Reflex is Jed. We've had Jed on the show before.
We have.
Yeah,
Who?
yeah, Jed. He's
Jed.
a public
Oh,
member.
Jed. Oh, I keep calling him Jed.
Well,
Yeah, well, he'll answer the phone.
Oh yeah.
the
dude
is
is-
used to it for sure.
Cheyenne's
That
finest.
dude is never in a bad mood.
He's not.
That I have never met somebody that's so high on life
Yeah.
as Jed. That dude has got it going on. He's contagious.
Yeah.
He
I
is.
love that dude. Larry's giving Frank a chance to beat. Oh, so Larry is giving Frank the Tank a chance to beat him in. Of course, he has been beaten. So send Larry on in. F1 has been crazy. If you guys follow F1, Formula One, fastest growing sport right now in all sports. And we can thank our friends at Netflix for the Race or Drive to Survive series. It's incredible, but it's very fun. It's interesting that my wife comes up here on Sundays to make sure that everything goes well.
Oh man, it's
And now she's into F1.
What?
So yeah. I was like, so how was the race? Well, it's a little boring this week, and blah blah. She's telling me all this stuff. I think she thinks all these drivers are cute.
That's what it is.
That's all it is.
That's what it is.
That's all it
I
is.
think Kathleen and I are going to come in on Sundays. One, because of F1. Actually, second, because of F1, but one, just to see Begley. Haven't seen Begley in a while.
Oh yeah.
She makes it happen on Sunday.
I've heard.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
I've
is unbelievable. Mark Bone is in. So hey, if you're in and you're smoking something, let us know what you're smoking, and we will congratulate you.
There you go.
As it
Or
goes.
talk about you.
Or talk about you.
Yeah.
We'd rather talk behind your back than in front of it. So
Of course.
might as well.
Either way, we'll.
I haven't seen my kid come in, so apparently he's extremely busy. Larry has finally made it in. Must have been busy at Walmart today.
Oh yeah.
So he had to put the carts in. He probably had to bring the carts in by himself. Labor force being what it is.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Jed is smoking a Ronaldo Custom.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
so if he's talking about a Ronaldo, then he's talking about a very famous roller in Cuba.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Hand roll.
yeah, very, very good. I actually got it. Oliver and I sat in a 250-year-old building that has a hotel that has a cigar lounge in Old Havana, and Ronaldo sits in the corner up on his little heist deal and just starts hammering out cigars.
The Michael Jordan, huh?
Yeah, he is.
It's got a big experience right there.
Well, it's the interesting thing is there are certain rollers at the factories that almost get celebrity status.
Mm-hmm.
So the hotels all fight to get these particular rollers, so that it's kind of like hey, Michael Jordan works in our shoe department. It's that kind of deal.
Wow.
So, but yeah, it is. Ronaldo is at the Hotel Villanueva, and it's incredible.
Are you able to smoke his cigars?
Yeah, no, and in fact, that's what I bought the most of. Were those cigars, because the stuff that when you buy something that's got a label on it, you have to declare it, because they have to declare that they sold it to you.
Okay.
So they have to give you a receipt, and the receipt has to match what you're carrying on.
Makes sense.
But the house sticks they're just bundled up. There's 2 rollers there that we were able to get their house sticks that are very famous. One is an older woman her stuff was really good as well.
I bet. 2 things from Jed. He's got a cigar for you. Secondly, he's saying that unfortunately he's not in Cuba anymore. Where did he go, Jed?
Ronaldo left.
Apparently.
Maybe he took off swimming for South Beach.
There it is.
It happens.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
We've been there.
Why
Maybe Ronaldo's going to that bar we drove by.
Oh no. No, monkeypox. Stay out of there.
Yeah, right. You just see Demery. I'm not saying we're homophobic, but when you see it, we have a tendency to stare. And we're in South Beach and we're driving slow past this nightclub, and there was some dude with assless chaps up on the bar dancing.
Oh.
You mentioned South Beach. I mean, that's all you.
Yeah. And Demery's just like, don't stop.
Don't stop.
Why is it that when y'all are together, I mean, because there's another story we can't say here in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
You're at the cigar shop. You're doing a podcast.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No, we couldn't cover that one in details, but he was taking care of business.
He's familiar.
Well, he had a fake phone, right?
Oh yeah. Fake phone.
Yeah,
but
that was like part of his problem.
Do you remember when we passed by and saw the bum fights?
Yeah.
Is that still around? There was a website.
There were bum fights as we passed down the road.
Oh yeah, they were fun, and they were swinging big neon tubes at each other. Like that was going to hurt.
Recording it, yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't in Vegas though. That was in Miami.
Yeah.
Leo Stegin's in. What's that, Lee?
So you can't really tell because he's wearing a hat, so you don't really get to see his hairline. But Ty and I are brothers.
Yeah.
And
what do you mean I don't get to see my hairline?
Well, I want him to see that we're basically twins.
Oh,
damn. Yeah. So Ty and I are basically we're brothers. He was the singer in the family. I was the dancer in the family. But he sings so bad that I had to be out in front all the time. He was like singing behind the drink. Is that nuts?
That's why we broke up.
It's because of that
right there.
You broke up the band.
I broke up the band.
You broke up the band. You broke up. Okay, so that takes us into our first little twist and turn today. So let's talk about what were some of the great groups 70s, 60s, 70s, and 80s that ultimately broke up. I mean, obviously the biggest one was the Beatles, right? Because of that bitch Yoko Ono.
Yoko Ono.
She screwed it up for everybody.
Sexy.
Yoko Ono is? God damn, what is that? That must blind you in one eye.
It's poison.
That must blind you. So what are some other groups and other bands? And you guys jump in here. We want to see how much knowledge you guys have in the music world. But what are some bands that were really good that broke up?
Temptations.
Temptations? Okay.
Temptations.
Yeah.
Who else? Supremes. I'm going to go right down Motown.
See, because they all broke up.
They all broke up.
Every one of them did. What about, what was the boy band that Justin Timberlake broke away from?
NSYNC.
NSYNC?
There's only one reason I know that.
Because you lost your man card over it the first time you answered this question?
Damn it. Damn it, James. Beam us up, Scotty. My daughter. That's the only reason I know that.
Frank comes in strong. The Police.
Good job, Frank.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good job, Frank. You get a bag of skins, hot skins, pig skins.
Nice. So there was another Beyonce kind of caused things a little turmoil in her group.
Yeah,
that's a little bit newer, but
yeah.
I think some of this talent just kind of rises to the top and moves on down. But what are some of there were some older.
What about the Who?
The Who, but then they came back for.
Yeah, but they had some other dudes singing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah, there's a lot of groups that say they're on their final tour,
right.
And that final tour lasts.
Oh,
George Clinton's been on his farewell tour now for 9-10 years.
I thought he was already dead.
No, he's still going. Simon and Garfunkel.
Were they really great?
Well, in their time, during their time, they came out with a good song.
Now you're talking about
a popular song.
Straight elevator music.
It is elevator music.
Yeah.
I was never really much of a big fan of theirs. Yeah.
Oh, this is even worse. Well, they broke up because of a death, but the Carpenters.
Yeah.
You should love the Carpenters.
The Carpenters. Yeah. Karen Carpenter died from anorexia.
Exactly.
Yeah. That was one of the tackiest jokes I'd ever heard. Did you see Karen Carpenter's last album? Her picture was on the side.
No.
I love it. Stay hard, Karen.
That's wrong.
Stay hard.
That's wrong. Black Sabbath. Hold it. They broke up.
Yeah. I didn't know they broke up.
Maybe the question should be, what band stayed together? Because it sounds like every band in the history of bands have split up.
So I looked that up, and every once in a while this topic comes up in music. I always blurt out Chicago.
Yeah.
They're still a band.
Yeah.
They've been together for many years. They've lost
Good
Sarah, right? The lead singer, but I mean, they've got guys that replace them.
But think about some of these bands where the cream floated to the top and went out on its own.
Oh.
I think Phil Collins and Genesis, that was probably, that was one of them. The one that really struggled with that was Fleetwood Mac. Because you would have one of them would try to go out.
Right.
So, but there was some talent in that group.
I'm surprised Kathleen's not in this because, she would have mentioned Black Sabbath. She's a big time.
Sabbath, huh?
Yeah.
What about like Guns N' Roses? Did they?
They're still together.
They're still together?
I think they're still
together, yeah. Whatever lead singer, he's like putting on some few pounds. But.
Oh, you saying that they broke up because one of the singers went big and the other guys just kind of...
Well, I mean, that's where a lot of these things have gone. The Eagles broke up. I thought they came back. Well, but there's another one. Didn't one of their lead singer went off on his own?
Don Henley?
Henley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Culture Club. Come on,
Culture
man.
Club. Was that a band?
That was a band. No, it was a whole band, but he left them. Boy George.
Boy George.
Yeah, I mean,
George Michael.
where's your card?
You know who's still together?
Let me put it on the table.
So, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin.
Milli Vanilli's still together.
No, one of them's dead.
Well,
Weren't they brothers?
Huh?
Were they brothers?
that was. I'll tell you what. That was one of the biggest scams ever pulled off on music because those guys won all the awards and find out that they were lip syncing.
So, speaking of,
They were good dancers, though.
They were good dancers.
I saw a meme the other day that it was a Milli Vanilli that had this face and the meme was Milli Vanilli looking at TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Because all they do is lip sync, right?
That's all they did.
So, yeah.
They've been the greatest ever on TikTok.
They were.
They would have.
TikTok.
They
would
were
have
before
been.
their time.
They would have been. Marty Upton, how you doing, buddy? Welcome tonight. It's Tuesday night at Cigar Talk Live. We're at Industrial Cigars. We are without Brandon tonight, but we are going to make the best of it because we had 2 bottles of tequila, plenty of cigars, and we got a classic Total Recall, the original. Just running in the background.
Yeah, Pink Floyd. That's another
Pink
one.
Floyd.
I love Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd was. There are some iconic albums of the 70s.
Yeah.
That
The Wall.
The Wall was
Yes, sir.
was iconic. Fleetwood Mac, Rumors,
Mm-hmm.
Steely Dan,
One of the best ever.
one of the best ever.
So y'all don't know a brother from OC could tell you all this shit. OC is Oak Cliff, by the way.
So Frank is saying this one's for Brandon. Spice Girls.
Oh.
That was a good-looking cluster of girls that were fighting around there.
They were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Janet Jackson ever in a group?
No.
She just went solo.
Well, she might have been in the Jacksons.
Jackson,
Been like a
backup dancer in the Jackson
Jackson
5.
5.5.
yeah, something like that. They brought her on for special
In
concerts.
case Tito couldn't make it.
Yeah, Tito.
The Clash. They broke up.
Clash.
The Clash.
Journey.
Clash.
Journey.
Yeah.
Now we're talking. Now
Journey has some classic stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
so what are some of the iconic? If you think about some of those rock, it wasn't really crazy heavy rock. But you think about some of those bands that were iconic, kind of in the front end of that hair
hair
bands. Hair bands were very iconic.
White Snake.
White
This
Snake
is
was.
Kathleen's genre. She should be blowing up right now.
But there were, you think about Boston and Styx and Foreigner, Kansas. There was a whole group of them that all came out doing very similar music at that time.
Yep.
But there was some really good stuff out there. There just hasn't been a lot of that since.
No.
Just music in general has changed so much.
It's all engineered.
It is.
It's all engineered now.
If you actually see some of these rappers, and then like you watch Saturday Night Live, and there'll be a rapper on there, and then you'll see a drummer and stuff actually playing the songs.
Yeah, like really.
And it's like, how are they doing that? Because that whole thing was all synthesized.
Yeah.
All synthesized.
Fake.
What do you call it? Mumble rap?
Mumble rap.
Mumble rap.
Yes. That's for you, Drake.
What about okay, so as our resident rap expert,
Oh shit.
only just because you came from Oak Cliff, that's all I'm saying. What were some of the iconic early groups?
Grandmaster Flash.
Yeah,
And
he
the
was
Furious Five.
Oh yeah. Sugar Hill Gang.
Sugar Hill. What's my man? Wild Wild West. What was his name? I used to go downtown, 159th Street.
I could see him.
Well, him.
Yeah.
Anybody knows that gets a cigar. Whenever I see you, which be a long time. But who else? Houdini.
Fat Boys.
Fat Boys are back.
Public Enemy.
William Treadwell, you said you're late to the party. You need to go back and catch up. You haven't really missed anything yet. We are talking about what are some of the iconic groups. Which groups out there really had somebody that was in the forefront that you didn't really care what the band was doing, but you really wanted to see that person?
Oh yeah.
See, I think the most recent to me is Bruno Mars.
Yes.
Bruno Mars, as long as he's on the stage, you really don't see anything else that's going on in the background.
Yeah.
That dude is so talented.
Yes.
And then add on, what's his new band? Silk Sonic?
Sonic.
To see that, I would love to see that.
Them guys, they're badass.
Yeah.
They're badass.
Do they tour? I mean, I've never seen
I don't know.
concert.
I don't know. Cool Mo D.
That's him. That's our guy.
That's who it was.
Right.
Look at Frank the Tank.
Either
He is cultured or he has Google.
Yes.
I think it's right. I think it's heavy on the Google.
I got a Switzer Sweet for you.
Yeah.
Boom.
It just goes to show you Frank will do anything for a Switzer Sweet.
Or an acid.
Strawberry.
Yeah.
Oh, Kathleen's coming out with the Michael Jackson.
That's, really?
That's an inside joke. You were here for that.
Yeah,
right?
really? He was he was the biggest one. He was
Prince really didn't have. I mean, he had. That's another one where you're going to go to a concert. I just want to see Prince. Everybody else, you guys can sit in the back and just play the instruments.
Yeah.
But I want to see Prince.
Well, imagine even being there, right? Because he toured with Apollonia and like her group, right? And they had like 3 or 4 groups.
The Time.
The Time.
Yes.
Can you imagine a concert like that?
Oh, I've been to
4 or 5 hours.
Oh yeah, they were great.
What's the best concert you've been to?
There was a concert with Shaka Khan and Rufus, Heat Wave, Commodores, and there was one other person. But that was KC and the Sunshine Band.
They get at it.
Man, have you ever been to one of their concerts?
I've seen KC and the Sunshine Band.
That dude is like an Energizer Bunny, man. I saw him here lately though. Not so Energizer.
No, he has fallen victim to drive-throughs across the country. That dude is not exercising. Oh, no. And he's just. I mean, that dude starts sweating before he gets up on stage.
But all his music is fast.
Oh yeah,
it's all fast.
Yeah,
you're rocking.
Adrian, what's the best concert that you've been to?
I have to think about that.
I think one of the best. I mean, I've been to a concert that was Ohio Players, Commodores.
Ooh.
It had it had 4 or 5 just big time groups, but I really want to see Ohio Players. They were awesome. Did get to see actually the Ohio Players to just show you another reason why F1 is awesome. Is the Ohio Players were at, or no, I take that back. Cool in the Gang was at F1 last year.
The greatest.
After the race, after the race, Cool in the Gang.
They're right behind Earth, Wind, and Fire.
That concert, you and I went and seen that. Yeah. Earth, Wind, and Fire concert as a just entertainment.
Yes.
Was a mind-boggling.
Yes, it was. Monster.
It was incredible. And who do we see before that? Chic with Niles Rodgers.
Oh man, that dude he's still making money.
Oh.
All these new artists, they all go to Niles for their beats and riffs and everything.
He's
the man.
Yeah, he played a lot of it. He played a Bruno Mars song that he wrote.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is he gets at it. But some of the old classic funk like Gap Band, Daz Band, Barkays, some of those guys. They're still out there rolling around casinos around the Midwest.
Yeah. Wow. P-Funk All-Stars. George Clinton, by the way. First Friday. Funkadelics.
Friday.
Bring your P-Funk out.
Yeah, so if you want to get funky, this Friday night, first Friday, will be funk. Nothing but the funk. So just put on your best pimp suit, get your cane, get your hat. It's going to be...
Get your deodorant.
Get some deodorant. We're going to be getting at it. We're going to be getting at it. No, it's going to be fun. Busy's going to be here, and this is right in his world.
Oh, man.
I just saw an angry sign go up. I don't know who did that. You know, when they do the little things that float up. We had an angry one, so I'm thinking that's probably they're angry because they're not going to be here.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Amen.
FOMO is a terrible disease.
It is.
Adrian, have you figured out what your favorite concert is?
Yep, it was Van Halen, and it was the 5150 tour.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, only because I saw it with my best friend. We were in Austin, and it was outdoors, and it was a good time. Yeah, it was summer.
They still had the original guy there?
So this was, it was the original.
Gotta have him
at the time. No. It was what they call Van Hagar.
So Sammy Hagar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which I think I'm more a fan. That's a question. Are you a Van Halen before Sammy Hagar? I'm Sammy Hagar plus.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like the other guy.
Van Halen, he was a jumper.
Yeah.
He had some hair.
He got some good music.
He was just so off the tracks, man. I love that dude.
Energetic. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So, most bizarre concert that I ever went to was in high school. Steve Miller Band was it, right? So Steve Miller Band is in. I'm with my best buddy Scott. We smuggled in our boots. We had dingo boots on, and we smuggled in Boone's Farm bottles.
Whoa!
In our boots.
What flavor?
That's a big bottle.
Well, Strawberry Hill, of course.
Of course.
But we stuck them in our boots, and we're walking in, and I mean, the cops that were checking at the door had to be blind. Because we're walking in, the bottles are like clink, 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 hitting against each other. We're walking with our legs spread apart so we can get in. We get in. He's got his girlfriend, Tracy Sparks, is with us.
Ooh.
And she's a real cute girl. Until a little, we get through the bottles at not TJ Swan, but Boone's Farm. And everybody's feeling good. And Scott throws Tracy up on his shoulders. And Tracy and Scott weighed about the same.
Oh, no.
And I don't know if you've ever heard a ham drop from 10 feet.
Oh, no.
But Tracy took a header. And we ended up listening to the rest of the concert because she had a concussion.
Oh.
But we had her, and we're trying to wake her up, and in the ladies' bathroom, we're listening to the songs, and we're like, "Are you okay? There's a song that's coming up. We really want to hear this song." But that was high school. But yeah, Scott dropped her on her head hard.
Oh.
I don't know. She might still talk with a stutter. I don't know. But that was
Stay hard, Tracy.
I saw Tracy a few years later. She was right behind Casey and the Sunshine Band in the drive-thru.
Oh my God!
Yeah, she blew up a little bit.
Oh, it happens. It happens.
I'll tell you, just as a side note, we just had our 40th high school reunion a couple years ago, actually. Have you ever noticed how the people that you went to high school with look really old?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, they look like all the girls look like old school teachers.
Oh, yeah.
The guys all look old. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, there's no way I can go to this. I can't look as old as these sons of bitches.
Oh.
But
did you go?
I haven't. I've only gone to my 10th.
I've never been to any.
I went to my 10th only.
Yeah.
And then missed the rest.
Yeah.
I'm going up to Omaha next weekend, and I actually reached out to a kid that was one of my best friends in high school, and I haven't seen him since our 10th high school reunion. So I haven't seen him in 30 years. Connected with him on Facebook. I'm going to be up there, and we're gonna get together.
You know why I haven't been is I'm still friends with all my friends, even from like before high school. I'm still friends with them. And so to me, it's like you go to these reunions to see your friends, right?
Right.
Well, I'm still friends with them, so it's like
That's
Right.
Yeah. And you can see other people, like residual people, but
Right.
nah, I'm okay with
How many people were in your high school?
The graduating class was about 800.
Wow, big school.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't really a big school, but when I say that number, it seems pretty big, but it wasn't a huge school though, but maybe compared to...
Yeah. No, ours was like 650 something.
Yeah, I guess that.
Yeah.
I would assume that's normal?
Yeah.
What was yours?
I think we were about, I think it was 1,100.
Oh,
But it was a big class.
Yeah.
I mean, we had to have the ceremony on the football field because it was huge class.
Everybody graduates at your school, apparently.
Well, no, that wasn't necessarily the case.
Oh,
there was
okay.
quite a few empty. There was, and apparently, these guys, they're serious when they say if you get caught doing a senior prank, you will not walk with the class.
Yeah.
And I just didn't get caught.
There it is.
But others did. Did you guys do a senior prank?
There was some.
I want to hear from you guys. Let us know what your senior prank was. Did you guys do a senior prank?
There was some, but I was not involved. I was, son of a cop, and So
that makes it a little more difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have the fear of God in you from your dad, the cop?
Definitely. Yeah, from my mom, Hispanic parents, for one thing, and then having a dad as a cop. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yes, sir.
You didn't get to run and hide under this. Daniel Party Rocker Broom is in. I like that dude.
Party Rocker.
His name's Party Rocker.
How do you
Rock,
get that
rock
name?
till you don't stop. I like that.
Yeah.
Somebody obviously, after a couple bottles of tequila, probably said, "Man, you are the Party Rocker." And he goes, "I'm going with that.
Man.
I'm going with that."
I like it.
Did you guys do a senior prank?
I don't remember one if we did.
Yeah. What was yours?
Ours was classic. We might have borrowed a Volkswagen, and we took the wheels off of it. And about 6 of us, Volkswagen's not that heavy, so we had these stairs that went up to the main front door. So and then in front, we had this like area that had maybe like 10 front doors. But it had a deck on the top of it.
Okay.
So the first one was we painted up this Volkswagen. Not sure whose Volkswagen it was. Pretty sure we didn't have permission. Took the wheels off of it and picked the car up and carried it up and put it in front of the door so they couldn't open some of the doors.
Oh.
So that was one.
Oh my.
Then if you'll remember, like JB Big or the Big Boy. Character that sat out front that held the deal up.
Kip's Big Boy.
No, it was called. Was it? No.
With the big guy.
Yeah, he was holding the hamburger.
Yeah, that was
So
Kip's.
there was that, and then there was all those characters in the McDonald land that was in the outside playground. So you had the McBurglar, or whatever his name was, and you had the Blobby thing. You had Ronald McDonald.
What's the purple one?
There was the purple one was the Blobby guy.
Yeah.
If you guys know who that is, if anybody works for McDonald's and they're still looking for these things, Grimace.
Yeah.
Grimace.
And
then,
then
he was the guy in the prison suit, wasn't he?
No, that was the burglar.
Oh,
that's the hamburger.
Hamburger.
So we had the Big Boy. We went and stole all of the McDonald's land characters, and then there was a bar that had a full-size purple horse on the sign. So we broke that off and we took that.
Whoa.
And then we set up on that deck, we set up a scene where it looked like they were having an orgy. So there was guys doing things. Ronald McDonald had the horse, and there was a lot of stuff going on.
You get away with that. There's no way.
And the funny thing is, there's like 50 houses across the street from the front of the school. They all had to see it, and not one of them called the cops. We were there for hours.
There's no cameras back then.
No
video cameras. Right?
No.
Can't get away with nothing now.
No.
God, no.
If we had cell phones and shit like that, we'd be dead. I'd still be in jail.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But no, it was beautiful when it was all done. But what was awesome was they had the lights on the deal that lit up the front of the school to illuminate Harry A. Burke School. So, yeah, it lit all the characters up, and it was the characters were having a party, big time party.
Yeah. No way that's going to happen now.
No. So there were, needless to say, the word got out. Fortunately, myself and a couple others were left off the list. Whoever the snitch was didn't snitch on everybody. Mm-hmm. But there were a lot of empty seats because this was a big team effort.
No.
This was a huge team effort. But there was nothing cooler than watching a fleet of 8 or 9 pickup trucks coming with all these different characters in the back of the truck.
It's a parade.
It's happening.
Larry's asking you a question.
There's a parade.
What's an orgy? Larry, I'm gonna let Julie explain that to you. Yeah, Larry. I guess they don't have orgies at Walmart.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I've seen some of the people at Walmart.
It's a different kind.
Yeah.
Have you look? This. I mean, obviously, this is the poster child evening with the ADD poster child. But speaking of speaking of people at Walmart, have you ever seen some of these websites with the people of Walmart?
I have.
My God, these people leave.
Yeah.
Like when COVID was going on, and the dude had cut a milk carton out and stuck it over his head instead of a face mask.
Yeah.
And wearing like garbage bags over them, and dudes wearing pink thongs.
Yeah.
Only at Walmart, baby.
Only at Walmart.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's something you don't see every day.
The thing that gets me is it's more of a the 3-chested. And it still happens. It's not a Walmart thing, but it's a thing of, I guess, millennials or just kids nowadays where they wear slippers, and sometimes they're like their pajama pants. Kroger, you name it, restaurants.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't get that either.
No, I don't.
Like, dude, if my mom, man, she'd have whooped my ass if she'd seen me in a store like that.
Oh, yeah. You don't leave the house.
No. In your house shoes and pajamas?
Exactly.
No.
Moo-moos.
No, it's
a lot of moo-moos in Walmart.
Julie wants to know why
Yeah.
I would think she knows what it is.
Well.
Well, look, I'm sure you guys got cable by now in...
Bong chicken bong bong.
They're out there in BFE, Missouri. I'm sure that there's something on
it's going down there.
There's something on cable.
Oh, yeah, it's going down.
There's got to be a few out there.
Yeah, there's some Sasquatches and shit out there doing that shit.
Speaking of, we could probably get into the judgment zone if everybody's ready to get into the judgment zone.
We were ready a long time ago.
We clearly we're very non-judgmental here at ICC. We believe everybody's equal until they get into your seat. And then that's where we actually kind of twisted it up a little bit. We actually are going to judge you before you...
I have no knowledge of that. Inside joke.
Inside joke. That's Ty and his gummy experience. But
another story.
So the question is, number 1.
Okay.
Scale of 1 to 10. 1 is there is no way. 10 is I've had a drink with the guy. Sasquatch. Where do you sit on Sasquatch? Now, before you answer, we have to try to judge, and you guys are welcome to judge Ty based on the little bit of knowledge that you have of him, unless you're a regular here at ICC, and you'll know that he is the mayor.
Yeah.
What do you think, Adrian?
I'm going to go with the 0.
0.
0.
0.
0.
I think Ty's seen a lot of things.
He has.
You know, I'm gonna, and he's got an open mind.
Yeah.
And when he has those gummies, his mind is really open.
Man,
I could see that.
Because I know the night he had gummies in Las Vegas, he watched Animal Planet for 5 hours.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It was.
I learned a lot about society, human society.
Yeah, with the little meerkats.
Oh, those meerkats, man. They got it's going on, man.
So you're going 0.
I'm going 0.
5's not a real number. In this,
5,
you can't be in the middle.
There's no 5s.
So but I would probably still lean on the opposite side. So I'm going to probably go 4.
All right.
And a 4 is really just your way of saying it might be out there, but I'm not buying it.
Really, yeah.
But if you've sat and talked to Mark McClurkin, our resident Sasquatch hunter,
Yep.
a guy that you would trust with your children, this guy has seen them, smelled them, had shit, rocks thrown at him, everything. Conversations,
yeah.
The whole thing. He's a 12. So where do you land in the Sasquatch arena?
Well, see, I'm from Louisiana. My people from Louisiana.
Uh-huh.
So we believe in a lot of things down there. But Sasquatch, I'm going to give that a 2.
Oh,
I'm more a Yeti guy. I think it's more Yetis than Sasquatch.
same guy.
It's the same thing.
No, Sasquatch is like the country America shit.
Yetis, like in the
Yetis are up there in the cold and shit.
So you're saying that there is one, but they're up by the North Pole.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, okay, so that makes sense because they're full of hair. Right?
Yeah.
So with all that hair, 102 degrees outside here versus Oklahoma, right? How are they even surviving? That's a good point.
Thank you.
That's a good point. I get it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Look at the big brain, baby.
Big brains right here. Yeah, we have a collective IQ right here of about
The
83.
Yeti, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, we're actually getting somebody coming in that's a regular here, an unpaid employee. Chris Pennington is coming into us. We don't know where the hell he's at. We don't know if he's coming back. For those of you guys that are regulars on the show, particularly on Saturday at the shop, you know our best friend Chris Pennington. He has been kidnapped by a woman, and they are running the streets around. I think they're common day Bonnie and Clyde. I think they're shooting people up right now.
Maybe her.
Yeah, she's not watching.
Chris the driver.
They're in Michigan. That's, Yeti territory.
Michigan.
Not right now, but, come
Get a rope.
December, January, it's cold out there.
Oh, yeah.
They lost snow.
Man, Yeti's a badass,
They
man.
could be out there. There's a lot of
They
woods out
live in
there.
caves, man.
And those Great Lakes freeze, so they could be up in Canada and they just mosey across the lake.
Yeah.
No, I think Sasquatches are gorillas that escaped somebody's zoo. They're just gorillas living up in the woods.
How do you explain the sightings all over? Is everybody crazy?
It's the same thing as chupacabras, which are, basically like a coyote with mange.
Yeah.
And that's been a thing for many, many years. But I can see that relation, but that's something that they actually see.
Right.
And it just turns out to be a coyote with mange, and it looks weird. The videos, pictures, and stuff that we've seen of Sasquatch, grainy, could be, Nate in a fucking gorilla suit.
Well, see, that's the other question, because I've seen some that are clear. And don't you think those guys are taking a great risk, knowing that there's guys like Adrian out there that have more firepower than a lot of small countries do?
I would hope that those
How
guys
would you-
taking those videos, pictures are armed, unless it's a hoax.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get it.
I saw one recently where the guy couldn't have been 30, 40 feet away. I mean, he was close, and the resolution was good, everything was good, but the Yeti walks away, and I'm thinking, well, you went to all this effort, and you're a known Bigfoot hunter.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you follow it?
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, are you just going, oh no, I'm gonna?
Yeah,
he could have ran 10 steps and been right next to this thing.
Yeah.
It was that close.
Right.
I don't know.
So, all right. What do you guys think?
Well, so William came in before Ty actually answered. He said 8.
Really?
An 8
He
for
thought
me?
maybe an 8, yeah.
Oh no. No.
That's why it's a judgment zone.
Yeah.
It's too
They're judging you.
Oh, an 8?
That's up there.
Man, that is up there.
What's up, Alex? Thanks for joining.
So Bigfoot, you're just not going for it.
No, man, because you would think you would smell them before you saw them.
Well, that's the
And
rumor. Everybody talks about how bad they smell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
So Ty was Dallas Fire for 32 years. 30. Well,
only worked like
he worked 29.
20 of them.
He worked 20. He worked 20 of them.
Makes me smart.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's my story about Ty. I met Ty. See, I've not known Ty pre-brain damage. So
True story.
I met Ty. We had a fluke ice storm in Texas, and I went into another cigar lounge, and I was just getting into the cigar journey, and there's this guy sitting there, clearly concussion was obviously part of his problem. Whiskey might have been the other part of his problem. He shouldn't have probably mixed those two, but he took a little spill that day.
A big spill. Shit.
So what? It was just feet gone, feet over your head. First thing to hit the ground was your head.
Back of my head. I saw blue stars.
Did you think that was it? Did you feel like upset stomach?
I thought it was all over, dude. And of course, my wife and daughter were laughing at me because they were in the car. I was trying to save them.
Shit.
They're sliding down the garage, the driveway, and I see them sliding. Like, oh shit! Let me go try to see if I can get in the car and help her. Next thing I know, blue stars, baby. Of course, the car stopped once it got to the alley. Yeah. And then the next thing I see is my wife and daughter cracking up. Dad, you all right? I'm like,
they were laughing at you.
Oh my God! Thanks for the love.
You're like, no, I'm bleeding and shit.
Oh yeah, I got a bleed in my head. I'll never be right again. And true enough.
No, I don't know what you were like before the brain damage, but we've been able to manage your
it's like
brain
a
damage.
Shakespearean actor before that.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't the case. No Shakespeare came out of Oak Cliff. Except some dude that, AKA Shakespeare, that was Shakespeare the rapper.
Brother Blake Shear. Yeah.
Robert Penny is in the house. How you doing tonight?
What's up, Robert?
Again, this is Cigar Talk Live. We do it every Tuesday night, and we're just glad that you folks have decided to make this little adventure into our virtual cigar lounge part of your day. Ty, 33 years in the fire department. The one thing that I respect the most about what you do and what other guys in fire and particularly fire is every day you're dealing with somebody having the worst day of their life.
Yes.
And so as you went through, now you were in the ambulance for a while too.
17 of that 33.
17 years.
Yeah.
So which... both of them you're dealing with people having a bad day.
Yeah.
Which was worse?
Ambulance.
Really?
By far.
By far.
By far. Because people would call you for any and everything. Back in the day, I guess they still do it now. But any and everything.
Yeah.
We would have headache calls. Somebody would clip their finger. I mean, just little crazy stuff. Now, I used to always tell my wife when I got home off shift, I said, you wouldn't believe the shit that happened out there in Dallas. She said, oh, you're making all this shit up. Now,
No way.
since she started doing social media and she sees all these crazies, I said, told you.
Yeah.
Told you. That's real life.
Yeah.
Some of the craziest people I ever met. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
So give us a crazy story. Something that happened to you, and when you guys got whoever dropped off wherever you were dropping them off at, did you guys just sit around and just go, did that just happen?
Wow. Man, what is this show rated?
R plus?
Yeah.
R plus?
Yeah.
Well, I worked at one time in a district, basically is our friendly district. I call them friendlies. Friendlies.
Okay.
People know what that is. They like each other.
Okay.
A lot.
All right.
Okay. And it was a situation where in Cedar Springs area, Turtle Creek area, there were a lot of friendly guys. So we had a call one day, unconscious person. They hadn't talked to this dude in like a couple of days. All right, we go to the apartment. As soon as we open the front door, there's this guy tied to an ottoman.
Yeah.
Facing us as we open the door, and there's a broom going through his mouth, all the way through his body to you know where.
No, I don't.
It exited where
Yeah.
if you put something in your mouth and eat it, where does it exit?
How? A broomstick?
Yes.
A broomstick is straight.
Yeah.
Is that a straight? Is that like a straight shot?
Apparently they were really strong.
I'm going to take it this guy wasn't very talkative when you got there.
No, he's pretty dead.
Oh, he was dead.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
Oh, yeah. He's pretty dead. We said, well, he pissed somebody off. That was one of the worst ones.
That sounds like gangster fucking cartel shit. I mean,
The friendlies have gangs too.
All right.
They have gangs too.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to really think of a real funny one because once you get there, they're not as funny as you think it's going to be.
Yeah, you're getting on the call. The guy's what? He's tied up where? And he's got what?
Oh man.
And then you get there and go, oh, he really does.
Well, he's okay.
You had told me one about you went into a place and there were certain apparatus that maybe women have used in the past.
In the Russian Towers.
In the Russian Towers.
If everybody doesn't know about the Russian Towers, it's right off Coit and 75. It's a big 10-story building, cinder block. It's like a project. A lot of Russian people live there, older people. But they have a few other people in there too. But there was this one guy, and he was in love with firemen. He was in love with us.
All right.
So he would call us every night around 12, 1 in the morning, and he's in a wheelchair. And what he would do, they had an elevator in there, he'd always stop the elevator between floors. So we had to rescue him out of the elevator with his wheelchair. And he got a real good real tickle out of that. So then we would take him to his apartment in the Russian Towers.
Was he Russian?
No, this guy he's a bum. But he had all these things attached to the wall. These things.
Okay.
There were things that had suction cups on them.
Yeah.
That would stay in
But
place.
he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah. And he had all these pictures of men everywhere.
All right.
A lot of them dressed in fireman garb.
And you
had to deal with this guy all the time?
Whenever he got lonely and wanted us to touch him or something, pick him up. And then when you picked him up, he'd be like,
I get it.
Russian Tower. Still standing?
Oh my God, I wish that thing. I hope nobody gets hurt, but if something could just tear that thing up, it's like a big cinder block. So when we got fires in there, it's like being in an oven. And it always smelled like straight urine. One of those places. Because the people there, they didn't care. They in the hallway, hey, can't make it to my apartment. Whip it out and take care of business. So I'm like, no. We had a fire in there once, and we had new rookies with us.
Yeah.
And like I said, the hallways are all enclosed. There are no windows. It's like a prison.
Yeah.
There are no windows, so we're in the hallway. You just imagine like 7, 8 firemen. We got 2 rookies with us. Smoke everywhere. We get the smoke done. One of our rookies said, "Sir, I'm about to throw up." I'm like, "Dude, well, go ahead, throw up." I don't want to do it in front of all the other guys. And I'll be embarrassed. I said, "Dude, what are you gonna do?
Right.
Go ahead and throw up. It's the Russian Towers. Nobody gives a shit."
Yeah, that's the only thing that's not on the floor.
So he throws up, and this old lady, looks like Judge Judy, opens the door, and she has 2 chihuahuas. Kid you not, one of them was named Nacho, and the other one was named Salsa. And they go over there and commence to eating this dude's throw
Oh,
up.
no.
So you know what happened? The rest of us start going, oh, we all started throwing up in the hallway.
Oh, no. I mean, that had to look like a damn comedy.
It was horrible.
Oh, my God.
They're just lapping it up. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Get out of the way. Like, shit.
So then you go to the fire department, and now you're on the. Now, were you going out on every call? How many calls would you go out on an average day?
It depends on what you're on. If you're on the engine, you pretty much have, at my station at the time before I retired, about maybe 12, 15 calls. The ambulance will have maybe 20 to 30.
Oh, man.
The truck, which I finally got onto, you'd have maybe 2 or 3.
That's the place to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where I retired from the truck.
There you go.
Yeah. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was wonderful.
So how hot were those outfits when you're in 110 degrees in a fire, in your full gear?
Dude, the last fire
That'd be tough.
I had, it was like 100-degree day plus, and it was apartments, and we had to chase that fire because it was jumping from apartment to apartment to apartment. So we were out there all day, 100 and some degrees. We full bunked out. Dudes were throwing up everywhere, falling out on the roof, all kind of stuff. And I said, I had already had my papers in, so I said, marked. This is the time.
Yep.
This is the time. And I got out. I mean, I think the next week that was going to be my last week. So I was like, and everybody took care of it. They said, Ty, you ain't got to go up there, man. You're going to retire next week. I said, oh, yeah, good. All right, see y'all.
I'll come get you if you get stuck, but don't get stuck.
Yeah, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck.
Man. So Rob is saying thanks for your service and your bravery. It sounds like you weren't like brave all the time. It sounds like you were doing probably a lot of cooking and cigar smoking. I know you smoke live cigars at the station.
Well, yeah. Oh, man, tons of cigars. See, you got hammers on the fire department, and you have thinkers.
Right.
The thinkers are the ones that usually make it 33 years or more.
Yeah.
The hammers
Not the hammers.
usually burn out about 15.
Yeah.
So I was more of a thinker. I tried to be a hammer early in the career because I was younger then.
Young, yeah.
Yeah, but older dudes kept telling me, they mentored me, say, man, what are you doing? I said, what do you mean? I'm doing my job. Oh, man, come over here and sit with us, man.
Now I remember there was a time towards the end there that didn't you get a rookie or somebody hit your leg with the chainsaw?
Yes, put a big gash in it. Luckily, it wasn't a big gash because I had my bunkers on, but my bunkers had a big gash, and I had like maybe a small little gash in it. But man, that thing hurt forever because it was right above my knee. So it wouldn't heal because I kept having to walk and go to work.
Yeah.
So I'd wrap it up, go in, I'm like, oh, it's bleeding again. I'm like, shit. But yeah, I gave him the what's for, big time. Because I was just showing him how to do it. I'm like, dude, you didn't learn this in training facility? Well, sir, this is a different one than what I'm used to. I'm like, oh, shit. So what if we had a fire right now? Well, I would ask for help. I'm like, dude, you're supposed to know this when you come out of rookie school.
Yeah.
And that dude started cranking that thing. And all of a sudden he said, brrr. Oh, shit. I said, oh, shit.
Oh,
I ain't going to tell you how I screamed.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, I screamed
Well,
like
I can see that.
a little biatch. I ain't going to lie to you.
Gotta go home.
I said, man, my leg is gone. I didn't even want to look down.
no.
I said, my leg is gone. How can I explain this to my wife?
Oh.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I remember I used to race motorcycles in the 70s. So I had this great idea when I was 50, I was going to race in a vintage race. Old motorcycles, old guys racing on a track. Well, to go back to my normal days of falling all the time, I kept crashing. Well, I went in this corner and I crashed, and I looked down and my right foot was pointing backwards. So I thought, well, I must have snapped my knee or something. It must have just twisted off.
Oh no!
And I was concerned as hell. So my bike's all on top of me, and the throttle's stuck wide open.
No.
Guy comes over and helps me and lifts it up. And all I remember doing was just going, kicking my foot down, going, oh, okay, it's still attached. I thought for sure I spun that thing. I was going to have to go to the hospital with one foot pointing the back going the wrong direction. But
oh no!
I made that one, but that was the last time that I did a race.
You never want to look at it.
No, you don't want to look at it because you're just like, I don't want to. There's certain facts I don't want to know. No. And then I was convinced that
always worse.
Spun on me, and it was going to be a bad
always worse.
It was going to be a bad deal.
It's like the foot in the boot.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So that's the one thing that I will say about Ty is all the years I've known him and all the time that we spent out in my backyard pre-ICC was Ty never really opened up and told me about some of those. But one time he called me and told me about this story. So tell us about the story with the guy with the F-150.
Dude.
Or half of an F-150.
Dude, we got a call, major accident on 190. 190 right before you get to the tollway. And this dude had apparently been, just humming down 190 in a F-150 truck. And there was one of the trailer tractor trucks parked on the side of the road and it broke down.
Yeah.
So this guy's ducking in and out of traffic and shit. Apparently he didn't see the trailer of the tractor. And it was a flatbed that, it was a long trailer. And he hit that thing going, I don't know how fast, but it sheared the whole side of his truck, the driver's side.
Okay. So
we get on the freeway, get to the run. We see his truck turned over on its side. So, being fireman, like, oh man, this is gonna be quick, man. This is an easy one right here. We just gotta turn the truck over and get on out of here. But then as I was going around the truck from our apparatus, I see this boot. So I'm like, okay, shit, man, he must have hit that thing pretty hard because he kicked his boots all the way out on the freeway.
Yeah.
So as I'm walking by the boot, curiosity, I look in it. It's like a bone sticking out and hamburger. I said, what fool did put hamburger and some bones on the freeway?
Jeez.
That was his foot. He had torn off his whole leg when it sheared down the side of that damn trailer. Still alive.
Yeah.
Calling for his mama.
Shit.
Ain't that what we all do?
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Oh yeah.
First is, oh shit. And then it's, mama. Like I said, we put tourniquet on and we paraflighted him to Parkland. I don't know what happened to him after that, but it was gruesome. So me being who I am, I told one of the rookies, I said, hey man, they're about to take him in the helicopter. Go get his boot with his foot in it. Sir, I have to do that? Yeah, you got to do it, man. You're a fireman, ain't you?
Exactly.
So that little walk you see.
He probably hits it up like that too. He's like,
You see your kids do when you tell them to do something they don't want to do. He's like,
yes, sir.
Had the little sway to his walk. And he did. He picked it up just like that. Yeah, put it in the helicopter with him, man. They can put that back on.
Oh my God, man. That is crazy. What's some of the crazier things you've seen on the fire truck? Obviously, the things like that, you see it. How many times you pull up to a scene, you go, I know how this is going to end.
It's like I said, it's so many of them because Dallas is crazy. I didn't know how crazy it was until I got on the fire department. So we've had, you always hear the stories about cats in the tree and that sort of.
Yeah.
Talk about a person in the tree. Okay, a small tree. Little 12, 13-year-old kid, he done climbed up the tree and now he's scared to get down. So they call the fire department. And it's dinner time for us.
Right.
So we don't want no bullshit. If you call us during dinner time, it better be something serious.
Yeah.
We get there, he's up there sniffling. Hey man, just jump down.
Yeah, we'll catch you.
Yeah, just jump down. Oh, I can't. We had to send somebody up there together.
Yeah.
That was one. Then we had the iguana situation.
What's that?
Iguana.
A pet iguana was on somebody's roof.
Okay.
And that thing, it was big.
Yeah.
We ain't animal control.
No.
We don't know shit about iguanas and none of that shit. Again, time for the rookie. Hey, Rook, get up there and get that lizard down.
Yeah.
Sir, I don't think that's in our job description. Oh, you want to remain a fireman? Then get up there. Man, he gets up there as he's climbing up the ladder. That thing is up there hissing, right?
Yeah.
Hissing, and then it's whipping its tail.
Shit.
So it whipped the shit out of him. He got it.
Are you guys laughing at him?
We're laughing our ass off. It whipped the shit out of him all the way down that ladder. Just
What the hell?
Hey, we gave him accommodation for that.
Good.
Gave him accommodation.
Was that a medal?
Oh, we just gave him a letter of accommodation.
Yeah.
A little stuffed iguana that he can take home.
Yeah, he's a black dude too, so he was scared of shit. Never seen no shit like this, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get back in the judgment zone. We have a couple of additional questions. William says he could share some stories with you any day. William, come on in and let's put you on the stage.
Yeah.
Put you in the hot seat. Question number 2. This one, because he's a deep thinker and he watches a lot of TV. So, with that being said,
Animal Planet. A little bit different.
well, that's different.
Man, that's
What was it? Now I'm going to tell you the gummy story. So
uh-oh.
So we're in Las Vegas, and I took Ty to our trade show, and in Vegas, all this stuff is legal. And me, I straight laced, don't drink, never done a drug in my life. I'm in a dispensary, so I could see what this is all about. Realized, just like we were talking about earlier, with the names of some of the tequilas and spirits that are out there. Obviously, people drank a lot before they named it.
Yeah.
So I'm walking around looking at this weed, and there was one that was called unicorn vomit. And I thought,
Oh no.
how screwed up were these guys when they decided to name this?
Yeah.
So Ty goes over, he's talking to this little girl, she's got 37 piercings.
Oh my
and,
God.
she has the thing that says "Don't hire me" with neck tattoo and all that other stuff.
But she had on the pharmacy coat.
Well, that makes her official, right?
Goddamn. Yeah.
And so Ty tells her, I just want to get something, just kind of take the edge off.
Right.
Okay, great. I don't think she told him exactly how much to take.
She did.
How much of an edge did you have?
Oh,
Well,
man.
he didn't have any edge by the time he got done. So he had a couple on the way to the restaurant. By the time we got to the restaurant,
Gone.
I mean, there's gone, and then there was Ty.
Oh my God.
And
But you must have taken more than one.
I took about 3.
yeah, he was in a bad way. Rob was asking what we're smoking. You're smoking the Nova. You are now on the Saint. What is that thing? It's one of the cigars that we just tried. Deliciado. Shit, I don't know. It's all.
I like it.
It's called All Saints. I'm actually smoking a cigar that is shocking, and I'm happy to report that this will be the new version of the Petoro Series P.
Oh, I like
This
those.
has a Cameroon wrapper.
I like
and it
those.
is good.
Yes.
Is that the one that?
These are actually very old. The original ones were Cameroon, so these are 4 or 5 years old.
Wow.
The newer ones use the Cuban Brazilian hybrid wrapper. Nobody can get that wrapper right now. So they're gonna start shipping us these original Series
Awesome.
P. So
Awesome.
really, really good.
Is that the one that KO bought accidentally? I saw him.
He did start to buy it accidentally, but no, he went back and got the right one.
Good,
So yeah, Ty was the thing that was funny about when Ty ultimately got back to the hotel, and that was a job in and of itself.
Oh my God.
But he did get back to the hotel. He did get into the right room. I've been on a cruise with him before where he struggled to find the right room.
Oh, that's my thing.
But he got in there. But as a fireman, he knew that people either died in their bed or they died in the bathroom. So he refused to go to the bathroom and he refused to lay down in bed.
That's right.
Because he was convinced
Oh, yeah.
he wasn't going to die in
I'm
either
not
one.
laying down.
So he
I'll
just
go to the bathroom.
sat and paced. Now, the thing you should do when you're incoherent is call your wife. And so he called Tammy.
Yes.
And
Yes.
did she understand anything you said?
No.
But so that's why he watched Animal Planet for the next 5 hours.
That-
But then when he did finally fall asleep, he said it was the best night of sleep he's ever had in his
Oh
life.
my
I
God.
get it, but as a spouse, that would freak me the hell out.
You have to know mine. She was laughing. So you were so messed up. What are you doing? It's Vegas, baby. I didn't say it that clearly though.
No.
Right, yeah.
No.
Something similar to that. She picked up on it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, right. Brian Lawson is in. Larry Adams, of course, is smoking his favorite cigar, Gurkha. So, yeah, Gurkha is his favorite.
You're out, sir.
Yep, he's out. So question number 2.
Yeah.
Scale of 1 to 10. Again, 1 being nah, 10 being been there, done it, seen it, been abducted, and have had the probe.
Oh shit.
UFOs.
Probe. Yeah.
See, I believe in those.
See, we were going to judge you.
We would have judged you.
We would have judged, but I honestly, I think I would have been out around an 8.
No,
with
I would have
him.
been like maybe 2.
No, I believe in those.
You been pro?
What?
Hey, but that was the question.
Well, that was one bad night in Dallas.
I would have believed you if you said Vegas.
No.
Yeah.
So Brian's coming in so far. He's the farthest away. He's coming in from Costa Rica.
Whoa.
So hope you're having a good time there. There's a lot of stuff to do in Costa Rica.
Oh, I know he's having a good time.
I know he's having a good time. But, so, do you believe that aliens are here or
Yeah.
have been here?
They live among us. They do. All that Men in Black shit, that's real shit.
So, do you join me then in believing that all redheaded women are aliens?
Yes.
See, because I think
Yes.
they're a different kind of crazy.
Yes.
They're always very artistic.
Yes.
Tell me how many redheads you see in movies. There's tons of them.
There. Oh, yeah.
And it's the only, and they have a convention. There isn't a blonde convention. There isn't a bald convention, but there is a redhead
I
convention.
like them though.
Yeah, well, they're crazy.
Yeah, I'm kind of attracted to red.
Yeah, I have a good friend of mine that's a happily married guy, but he has this thing for redheaded women.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think he says he just likes the challenge because he knows that they're all crazy.
Oh, they're
But
quite
it's
crazy.
not. It's because they're aliens.
Yeah.
I'm convinced of that.
Oh, yeah.
I think Elon Musk is an alien.
Oh,
I think
definitely.
Bill Gates is an alien.
Definitely.
I think all those guys are aliens. They've advanced civilization, and they've gotten rich doing it. Steve
course.
Jobs,
Yes.
alien. He wasn't there when they buried him. You know, he wasn't in the casket.
Michael Jackson.
He went up.
Yeah, he went up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They teleported his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michael Jackson was an alien?
Alien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He changed colors.
He started dropping his shit. His camouflage started leaving him.
See?
Yeah.
That's it. So you're probably really a 10 on that scale, then.
Maybe.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. This is judgment zone. We're
Hell, I've met some people in here I thought were aliens.
not, well,
I won't call
you
it
think
names.
or they are?
They probably are.
Yeah.
Well, I met some aliens, but in El Paso. That's a different kind of.
He's talking about the ones that are swimmers.
Oh.
Yeah. The
Oh.
illegal ones.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm a 10 there.
Yeah.
Yeah, of those aliens?
in there, yeah,
You've
sure.
seen it.
Yeah.
Now, Adrian is a hardcore 0. And I'm out
aliens?
there, yeah.
Oh,
I'm out
no,
there
man.
around 9.
I think, what is that, area 50?
51.
51? I think there's some shit out there, man.
So did you know, speaking of GM of ICC, Myers, he worked at Area 51.
He was a guard there.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah,
knows.
military police.
He knows.
He knows.
Yeah.
Was he on the lower levels?
He
or-
said he saw some stuff.
He saw some stuff.
See?
He's probably still under that secret,
Dude.
weekend.
But for something that people say doesn't exist, he knows it exists because they flew him in and he would
That's
do
what
his
I'm saying.
stint and they would fly
Who
back.
did all those things in the cornfields and shit? Aliens.
What about the ones with the huge hieroglyphs that are like hundreds of miles wide that look like aliens? Still 0.
I've never seen any of that.
What?
I've not had personal experience with anything of that nature. Until I do, then I'll come back.
Here's what I want to challenge you guys. Everybody that's still hanging in here watching us, you guys have keyboards because a lot of you guys are throwing comments in here, which we appreciate very much. But start throwing some numbers in. Where are you at as it relates to aliens? 1 to 10. Yeah. And do you believe they're amongst us? I know Adrian's kind of like, we got all those state-of-the-art cameras and iPhones are at high definition. Why is all the images blurry? But some of these things that the military, I don't know if I can argue with the military. The military is saying that there's something out there. And I just watched a show the other day that had me thinking, maybe confirming what I think. I think these some bitches are in the ocean. I think they figured out the ocean because they were showing a bunch of footage from actually from a nuclear sub.
Mm.
And what was interesting was it was in the 70s. So they had 3 pictures. It was a triangle, and it was out of the water, and then it was hovered like this, and then it turned like this. They had 3 pictures. The guy took a camera and took pictures through the
in the water or
the scope. He was right above the water.
Yeah.
So then the military started, but they were in the Bering Sea, really, really, really way north, by the North Pole.
Yeah.
Right? So they tried to say they showed this picture of this American test plane that was a kind of a triangle.
Yeah.
But then they're like, well, why would it be there in an area that's so desolate? And why is it 50 feet above the water?
Yeah.
Dude, have they not seen the thing?
The thing.
The thing, that's where they crashed.
I've seen the thing.
Yeah, in Alaska or some shit, Antarctica. The thing.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
They're real, dude.
William comes in with a hard 1, and Frank the Tank comes in at a 10. So from our universe here, you got your believers and you got your Adrians.
Yeah.
So
Tom Brady, alien. Michael Jordan, alien.
Because they're good at their
They're too good.
Too good.
Too good.
Tiger, alien.
Oh, definitely alien.
Yeah.
Yeah, more though. I mean, why did he lose his mojo?
Well,
you got his leg snapped in
Yeah.
half. That has
It's not hard to come back from
like,
that.
You get a fucking, robotic fucking leg, and you're like, you should be better.
I go out and play golf,
Damn.
and the next 2 days I have a hard time walking. This dude got his leg snapped in multiple places.
Man.
Julie's coming in, 4 on Bigfoot, 6 on aliens. I'm going to save her comment for the next one.
Uh-oh.
So here's the next one.
Got it.
Ready, Abe?
Yeah.
Should we know what it is? Should we go ahead and prejudge it in case he slips?
So I should just come with a number.
Well, no, you can give us
Okay.
prejudge to the 2-parter.
Okay. 3, 8.
3 and 8.
Yeah.
I think because he's from Louisiana, and they believe in all this
Okay,
shit.
that's where
Yes,
right?
That's my 8.
So I'm thinking 6 and could be a 10 if he had an experience.
Oh, this is gonna be,
So it's a 2-parter.
this is gonna be good.
First part that we answered, 3 and 6, is ghosts. Are there apparitions that close doors, that throw things, all that stuff?
It's above a 3.
6 or 7.
6 or 7 on the ghost.
Yes.
And
Louisiana, dude. We believe highly in that shit.
well, Hispanics believe in everything,
True.
but
Yeah. We have stories for sure. But that's a ghost.
so now the
Part
other
two-
one
part two
is
is spirits.
part 2 is spirits.
So there's a distinction for sure.
You believe that there are spirits. They're looking over you, that they're protecting you, that
I'm gonna go.
crazy things have happened, and you go, how did that not?
Oh yeah.
How did that car
Oh,
not
that's-
hit me?
oh,
Or
I-
something that you see maybe knocks over
Yeah.
something.
Oh yeah, that's a 10 there.
What?
Man, look. There's been people looking after me for a long time that I don't know about because I shouldn't even be here.
All right.
Yeah, so that's a 10.
10.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
Julie had you at a 6 and a 10. So she did a good job judging.
Yeah.
William just said boom. So
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but I have a feeling that he's probably in the same
no,
area.
Yeah, 6 to 9.
Oh, 6 and 9.
Oh,
6
yeah.
and 9. Boom. So he's
It's a New Orleans thing, Louisiana, man.
Yeah.
Hey, if you don't believe in spirits and ghosts down there, you're nuts.
What was that show, True Detectives? They did
Yes.
a show down in
Boom.
down in
There it
Louisiana.
is.
There was some craziness
Yes.
down there.
And that's how it is.
Man.
That's how it is, man. Oh,
Have you had any experiences? What's crazy, we asked these 3 questions of everybody. We've had some people that have had some pretty interesting experiences.
Yes.
the only experience I've had, we took a family trip to Hot Springs. Hot Springs
Arkansas?
to some real old historic hotel that my wife had found on the internet or something, and she wanted to go. So I was like, okay. We get there, and this hotel is old as shit, right?
Yeah.
It's built into a mountain. All right. So, we go to the pool, do our little thing, we go to sleep that night, and she's up all night. So I'm like, why are you up? She's like, oh, there are ghosts in here. I said, what do you mean there are ghosts in here? I seen shadows. I said, shadows? Of course, Mariah sleep over there. I'm like, just go back to sleep.
Mm.
Oh, I can't. In fact, I've already checked out.
What the fuck?
We just got there. Drove all the way to Arkansas
We just checked out.
for Frisco, and then had to drive all the way back the next day. So we ended our vacation at that place out there in Grapevine. What's the big hotel?
Oh, with the water park and stuff inside of it?
No, the other
Great
one.
Wolf Lodge?
The other one, with
The fancy one?
Oh, yeah, Gaylord.
Gaylord.
Yeah.
We spent the rest of our vacation at the Gaylord. I'm like,
There's no ghost there.
we live like 15 minutes away.
That's called a staycation.
Yeah, I'm like, but she said, oh no, there were ghosts in here. Y'all didn't hear them. They were coming through the wall. I'm like,
Oh, no.
Oh shit.
Oh.
She really believes it.
So Tammy's a 12.
Yeah.
Oh.
She really. Well, they call them Hanks.
Hanks. Why would they call it?
I have no idea. She had this little bitty grandmother that was about this tall, and that's what she called them. She looked like a little lady on Poltergeist. And she called them Hanks. Y'all don't go out at night, them Hanks out there.
Oh, man.
I said, Hanks? What the hell is a Hank? I thought she was talking about somebody else, like, there ain't them boys down there.
Yeah. Watch out for Hank.
Watch out for them Hanks out there.
Hank's been drinking all day.
Yeah, so she real, but yeah, that's a big thing in Louisiana. That's why they have all the witch shops on Bourbon Street and places where you could go get your palm read, and they give you all this witch stuff to cure whatever you have and whatnot.
Yeah.
I never took any of that stuff, but
That was like voodoo.
Yeah,
dolls
voodoo.
and stuff. That's out there for sure.
that's a real thing. Yeah. My mother told me a story about
Maybe
that.
that's a question. Again.
On voodoo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But your mom said, what's your mom's story?
There was a guy that she grew up with in Louisiana, Coshada, Louisiana at that.
Shut up.
And he was a womanizer. So this lady put a root on him. A root.
Okay.
That's what they call putting a spell on you.
Okay.
And they said, I forgot what I think it was Bobby Earl or something like that. He was some real country. And they said, from then on, Bobby Earl would just walk around with a stick beating bushes. That's all he would do all day long. That's some real shit. And I met the dude.
He wasn't just crazy?
Man, that dude is like, well, I don't know if he's still alive, but came along with my mother, so he's got to be in his 80s. If he's still alive, he's probably still beating bushes, walking around.
That was the spell that was put on him?
Yeah. So he would stay away from all the women.
But in relative terms, beating the bush could mean something else. Hey, man.
See?
Man, look at the
man.
big brain on Adrian, baby. Man,
Maybe
he does believe in this shit.
I'm going to beat the bush all the time. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Hey, you got that. And he's like, that's not what he wanted.
Man, we were little kids and we would just see him beating bushes and shit. And she told me the story. I'm like, okay.
Man.
Don't be a womanizer. I'm like, okay.
So it was like a reverse spell.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, the reverse spell, she told me this too. My mom might be a little bit nuts, but she told me this too. She said, oh no, when you were born, to protect you from all spells and whatnot,
Yeah.
we used to dip the babies in the Lake Pontchartrain,
Oh,
head first, and just pull you out. It's like a baptism almost.
Yeah, it's a baptism.
Yeah, just to protect you
It's
from
not a
spells.
puncture train.
Yeah, the Pontchartrain.
Yeah.
One of the nastiest lakes in the world.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, no wonder.
I mean, maybe alligator or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, alligator bait,
Yeah.
Well,
crawfish, all 10, 12
Well, that
crawfish
was-
stuff to you.
that was a test. You survived the gator. But yeah, it's very witchcrafty and religious and all kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, it definitely is.
Voodoo.
For sure. Yeah.
So, Adrian, would you go to like one of these quote unquote haunted hotels or haunted places?
I want to go to one.
Check it out.
Yeah. Come on, Abe, let's do it.
I probably would, but I guess the issue I would have is if this place is known to be haunted, then I would think these people are doing something. 'Cause if I start hearing knocks and things like that, then I'd be like, I mean,
Oh yeah.
the people are doing that stuff just to scare the people
Oh, yeah.
that are in there.
Yeah.
I would hope that it's like organic and it's just like this place.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Now, there was the place where they talk about there's a old hotel in Jefferson, Texas.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And one of our more recent guests,
Yeah.
their wives went there, and when they went into the room, they kept smelling cigars.
Oh man.
You know, like a very strong cigar smell.
So
Like,
that would
things like
change
that.
me. If I went to a place and I started experiencing things like that, I may change from 0 to probably higher.
Well, you know, that's one of the things high priestesses do in the voodoo world. They burn sage and they smoke a cigar and get the smoke up. That's one of the things they do.
I've seen that like in the not Mexican culture, maybe some. Yeah, what's that Mexican? There's a Mexican where the cartel they follow this particular religion, which is
Not Santeria, is it?
Santeria.
Yeah.
They do the cigars and liquor and that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
gifts to
Yeah.
the supposed devil.
Chickens, goats.
Chicken heads,
Yeah,
all that
yeah.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
That's different for sure.
Yeah.
Again, so my experience, I'm zeros only because I've not personally experienced any of that stuff.
Right.
Right. So it's a thing of if we went to Oklahoma and I saw, Yeti or had some real world stuff happen to me, I would change my mind. If I saw a ghost or something besides the demon baby.
Yeah, he saw a demon
with
baby.
the teeth.
Demon baby.
Yeah, that's another story for another show.
What?
He saw a demon baby in
Uh-oh.
Chicago in a parking lot in the backseat of a car
Man, that was just a midget, dog.
with pointed teeth.
Midget with a bad day.
And then he was wearing a diaper.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So he played for Parliament.
Mm-hmm.
He's a fucketeer. He's
That's
a
it.
fucketeer.
Yeah.
Sir Dove
Yeah.
is devoid of funk.
Yeah.
Oh no. No.
Yeah,
My
so
mind
Larry's
is
asking,
open,
would
yeah.
would you guys spend the night in an abandoned insane asylum?
No.
No.
No, I've seen those shows. I'm like, no.
No.
Unless
no,
it was like
no.
upper class, with accommodations.
Oh, you're not gonna go
Yeah.
rough it.
No.
You're not gonna
No,
go
I
inhale
want,
some of the
steak
asbestos.
dinner with champagne.
No.
If it's insane, no.
No.
I'm out.
Dude.
Why?
Yeah. Going back to the fire department, when we found crazy people in the city of Dallas,
Yeah.
we take them to Parkland. They had the place where we had to drop them off. All the crazy people, padded room, the whole nine. They, put the little jacket on them and shit,
Yeah.
and they just be walking around like straight zombies, man.
Sure.
Because we had to take them in there because
Yeah.
they're all bound up and shit, and, just bumping themselves into walls and shit. I'm like, no way.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Doing that. Spitting on you.
Yeah, you see some of these shows that, either there's a huge population that are believers and they watch some of these shows and they believe more, or they're going, no, it was all set up. But I'll tell you what, some of these people they have to be some of the best actors and actresses in the world.
Yeah.
Because they play getting the shit scared out of them really, really well.
For sure. Yeah.
When they're walking through and all of a sudden something flies at them or somebody gets pushed or scratched. That's the things that you just don't understand when somebody, they feel like, oh, something scratched my back, and then they lift it up and there's like claw marks on their back. It's like, did they come there with that or what?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Now, how much, Larry?
Yeah. Larry.
$1 million?
Larry, would you stay in one?
Yeah.
$1 million, $2 million? I might take a shot at it. I'll just be running all night.
No, it's scary stuff. I think, a lot of times you have somebody that's near to you that passes and stuff, and they come to you in your dreams and things.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing, and I think most people have experienced that. But man, I'll tell you, if I was like Begley and her sister, when they were about 13 or 14, they worked in their dad's restaurant. And I can't remember if their grandfather or somebody had just passed, but they were just sitting there in the restaurant, and this is in a town that literally has no streetlights. It is a little town.
No, I hate those.
They're sitting in this old diner, and they had one of those old school pie racks, that had the pie spinning around inside of it. And then they were both sitting there, and behind the pie rack was this just like zap of like lightning that went up behind it, and it went up in the air, and it had this real loud sound and crack, and Begley and her sister were like, did you just see that? I mean, they both saw it, and it was right after her grandfather had passed.
Oh, no.
And it was just this bolt, like a bolt of lightning inside of the restaurant.
No.
Yeah, that's crazy.
To this day, whenever I fly on a plane, I remember that old Outer Limits show.
Mm-hmm.
The one on the plane with William Shatner, and the dude was on the wing.
Yeah.
That little monster, whatever it was. Every time I always look at it.
We're going to set you by the wing, Mr. Demery. Why don't you put me on one row?
They always shut that thing down.
But that would have to be a night flight, and then there's a storm happening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's like the perfect storm.
Oh, man. I'm like, I'm going to see that thing. Man, it was tearing up the plane and everything. Oh, my God.
The dude thought, or people thought it was going crazy, right?
Yeah, they did.
He was the only one seeing it.
Oh, my God.
Until it came in.
That shit could happen, though.
Yeah.
What's that plane they never found? Was it Korean?
Korean plane, yeah. There's actually a documentary on it now.
Yeah.
It looks like the pilot may have taken that thing. The pilot was just apparently lost it, decided to go splash that thing down.
Yeah, he saw that damn thing on the wing.
Maybe.
Might have been possessed, you never know.
Yeah.
Crazy things have happened.
Nuts.
Well, guys, my phone has died, so that means I'm out of juice. Adrian, you got anything else that you want to cover?
No, I think we're good. I would say catch us Saturday.
Saturday will be Saturday at the shop. We will be without Brandon, but we will do it.
Yeah.
And it'll be coming right off the heels of Funk Friday.
Man.
If there is a reason
Might be a rough show.
to get it, might be a rough show.
Oh my God.
We may still be getting funky at 10 o'clock, 10:06-ish.
Yeah.
But be sure to watch Saturday at the shop because it will be post-Friday funk night.
Yeah.
And it is going to get crazy.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
Yeah.
And if there's a reason to jump on a plane, if you're coming to us from a foreign country like Chicago, come on down. You will have a absolute riot. The mayor will be here, busting a move.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be.
Gotta get my moves down.
Gotta get it.
Hey, Magnolia's coming.
Who is?
Magnolia.
Really?
Yeah, they're coming.
Awesome.
There you go.
Yeah, so we got people coming in from Nashville, so that means
Yes, sir.
somebody else needs to come in from a little further away.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys on Saturday at the shop. And of course, every Tuesday night we do this Judgment Zone and tequila drinking expedition.
Yes.
Is it an expedition or an exposition?
I like it.
A little bit
It's
of both.
something. But we appreciate you guys spending Tuesday night with us. We will see you guys again next week.
Stay hard.
There, guys. Thanks.
Come on, Adrian, you gotta believe, baby.
Believe,
You
Adrian.
gotta believe.
No.
He doesn't want to. He just